Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Pratibha Sonone, faculty from Shri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Rasiklal M. Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, Chinchwad, Pune. Today we are going to discuss about combination of individual order system and complete flow stock system and unit dose dispensing, which is one of the topic from drug distribution systems in hospitals and one of the chapter from Hospital and Clinical Pharmacy for the second year D Pharmacy students. Drug distribution systems in hospital for inpatients. After watching this video, you will be able to define inpatient, drug distribution systems for inpatient, methods of drug distribution for inpatient, combination of individual prescription order and complete flow stock system, and unit dose dispensing. In last video, we have already discussed about inpatient. Inpatient is the patient who are confined to a bed or who is occupying bed in the hospital. They get admitted into the hospital. After the diagnosis and treatment and therapy, they are given a discharge. The main objective of the drug distribution system for inpatient is to provide drugs for all ingredients of the hospitals for 24 hours. And secondly, to inspect and control distribution in all treatment areas. Different systems or dispensing to the inpatients. There are four systems in general are for dispensing drugs for inpatient. First one is the individual prescription order system. Second, complete flow stock system, which is divided into again two categories: charge flow stock, non-charge flow stock drugs. And these non-charge flow stock drugs, they are again divided into drug basket method and mobile dispensing unit. Thirdly, combination of above two methods, that is individual prescription order system and complete flow stock system combination. And fourth one is unit dose dispensing, which is again divided into two categories: centralized unit dose dispensing, that is CUDD, and decentralized unit dose dispensing, that is DUDD. So out of these four methods, we have already discussed about individual prescription order system and complete flow stock system in previous videos. In today's video, we are going to discuss about combination of the individual prescription order and complete flow system, and secondly unit dose dispensing. So let us start with the combination of above two methods. Combination of individual prescription order system and complete flow stock system. As the name suggests, here the both methods are applied for the dispensing of the medicines to the patient. In this method, falling into this category are those hospitals which use the individual prescription or medication order system as their primary means of dispensing, but also utilize a limited flow stock on the floor. This combination system is probably the most commonly used in hospitals today and is modified to include the use of unit dose medications. So here in this method we are using both the methods such as individual prescription order system and both the complete flow stock system. So here individual prescription order will also be given to the patient and the flow stock is also maintained to the nursing stations. In bigger hospitals nowadays this method is mostly used. Fourth method is unit dose dispensing. Unit dose medications have been defined as those medications which are ordered, packaged, handled, and administered and charged in multiples of single dose units containing a predetermined amount of drugs or supply sufficient for one regular dose application or use. Unit dose system. In this system, the order is taken from the physician and unit doses are prepared, or the dose is divided into multiple doses, multiple single doses, and then it is packaged and then it is administered to the patient. and the administered drug charge will be applied to the patient's account. What are the advantages of the unit dose system? There are number of advantages for this system. In this system, patient receives improved pharmaceutical care or service for 24 hours and are charged for only those doses which are administered to them. In this system, we are preparing multiple single doses, and these doses they are administered to the patient. After administration only, the charges of the doses, given doses, is applied to the patient's account. The doses which are required for the medication are stored at nursing station and are prepared directly by the pharmacy person only. So here it allows the nurses for more time for the direct patient care. Third, it allows the pharmacist to interpret or check a copy of physician's original order, thus reducing medication errors. Here in this system, the prescription is directly sent to the pharmacy person. So pharmacy person check it on their own, and the original copy is handled by the pharmacist only, due to which the medication errors get reduced. Fourth, elimination of excessive duplication of orders and paperwork at the nursing station and pharmacy. In this method, the copy of the original copy of the prescription is given directly to the pharmacist. So here nurses are not recording the prescription in their record, and that's why it decreases the paperwork at the nursing station. It transfers intravenous preparation procedures to the pharmacy department. It promotes more efficient utilization of professional and non-professional personnel. Then it conserves the space in nursing units by eliminating bulky flow stock system. In this method, the unit doses are prepared by the pharmacy person. Multiple single doses are prepared by the pharmacy person. So it helps to decrease the bulky stock at the floor at the nursing stations. It also eliminates the pilferage and drug waste. Pilferage means the theft of the medicines, because the pharmacy person directly sending the medication to the nursing stations. Then it extends the pharmacy coverage and control throughout the hospital from the time the physician writes the order to the time the patient receives the unit dose. Then communication of medication orders and delivery systems are improved. The pharmacist can get out of the pharmacy and go to the wards where they can perform their intended function as drug consultants and help provide the team effort that is needed for better patient care. In this method, the pharmacist getting out of the pharmacy and directly going to the wards, and they are discussing the prescription and medication with the patient, and that's why it increases the better patient care. What are the disadvantages of the unit dose dispensing? It requires more space since packaging material increases the bulk of the dosage forms. As we are dividing the doses into the multiple single doses, it increases the packaging material also, and the bulk of the dosage form also. It requires increased number of skilled persons in the pharmacy. As we have to prepare the multiple single doses, the weight of the medicine or the dose of the medicine should be accurate. So here skilled personnel will be required in the pharmacy department. And third, the cost of medication is increased to the patient due to the increased handling charges. We are dividing the doses in multiple doses, obviously the handling charges are also get increased. Methods of dispensing of the unit doses. There are two methods such as CUDD, that is centralized unit dose dispensing, and DUDD, that is decentralized unit dose dispensing. We will discuss one by one. Centralized unit dose dispensing. The characteristic feature of centralized unit dose dispensing are that all inpatient drugs are dispensed in unit doses and all the drugs are stored in a central area pharmacy and dispensed at the time the dose is due to be given to the patient. As the name suggests, centralized unit dose dispensing, the unit doses are prepared and all these doses or the drugs they are stored at the central area pharmacy and they are dispensed to the patient at the time of the time the dose is due to given to the patient. To operate this system effectively, electronic data processing equipment is not required. However, different delivery systems are used such as medication cards that are needed to get the unit doses to the patient. Also, second method is suction tube system, which is also called as pneumatic tube system, or other means are required to send a copy of the physician's original medication order to the pharmacy for direct interpretation by the pharmacist. So in this method we can use medication cards or suction tube system, or it is also called as pneumatic tube system, which is nowadays mostly used in hospitals. Here you can see the pneumatic tube system. There is one tube in which the pharmacist has to fill the unit doses and this tube is sent to the another department from where the prescription order has received. In second picture you can see the tubing system and the department has received the tubes which contains the multiple unit doses. In third picture, you can see the nurse is sending the prescription order to the pharmacy department. Second method for the unit dose dispensing is decentralized unit dose system. As the name suggests, decentralized unit dose system, unlike the centralized system, operates through small satellite pharmacies located on each floor of the hospital. The main pharmacy in this system becomes a procurement, storage, manufacturing and packaging center serving all the satellites. So in this method we are using satellite pharmacies. Through the satellites the particular department send their prescription order to the decentralized main pharmacy and this main pharmacy then prepare the doses and then send to the particular department or the satellite pharmacy. The delivery system is accomplished by the use of medication cards, same as that of in the centralized unit dose system. This type of system can be used for a hospital with separate buildings or old delivery system is used. Now, what is the procedure for dispensing of the drugs in decentralized unit dose system? Upon the admission to the hospital, the patient is entered into the system. The diagnosis, allergies and other pertinent data or history of the patient is entered onto the patient profile card. Then direct copies of medication orders are sent to the pharmacist. Physician writes the prescription and these original copies they are sent to the pharmacist directly. The medications order are entered onto the patient card profile. Then pharmacist checks the medication order for allergies, drug interactions, drug laboratory test effects and rationale of therapy. Then dosage schedule is coordinated with the nursing station by the pharmacist. Pharmacy technicians picks medication orders and placing the drugs in the bins of a transfer cart per dosage. Medication cart is filled for particular dosage scheduled delivery. Pharmacist checks the cards prior to release. The nurses administer the medications and makes a appropriate entry on her medication record. Pharmacy technician picks the medication orders and place the drugs in the bins and transfer it to the particular department from where the medication orders are received. The medications cart are filled for particular dosage scheduled delivery only. Pharmacist checks the medication card before releasing to the department and the nurse administers the medication and make appropriate entry of the medication into the patient's card profile. Upon returns to the pharmacy, the card is rechecked. The pharmacist check the card. Throughout the entire sequence, the pharmacist is available for consultation by the pharmacist and the nurses. In addition, he is maintaining surveillance for discontinued orders. I hope all of you have understood the combination of individual prescription order system and complete flow stock system and unit dose dispensing. Thank you.